Ironman have announced they are running a VR Championship Series awarding qualifying slots to the 70.3 World Champs. Let's give it a go. Hey everyone, I'm Jason and I'm an aspiring triathlete getting ready to tackle the Ironman VR Championship Series. Ironman VR is a virtual racing platform the Ironman group created when they were required to cancel or postpone all Ironman events due to the coronavirus pandemic. An athlete could sign up for an event and using their fitness tracking devices such as a watch or an indoor bike trainer, complete the prescribed race and then upload the data file. The innovation has been great and has given athletes something to strive for, with over 100,000 participants to date. So far, there have been 9 races to date, and with the 10th race, they're introducing the Ironman VR Championship Series. The Ironman VR Championship Series is a virtual age group competition for competitive triathletes, providing athletes the opportunity to earn 2020 Ironman 70.3 World Championship qualifying slots. The competition format will be made up of 3 5150 branded Olympic distance events and 1 Ironman 70.3 half distance event. For Olympic distance, the race is going to be 3K run outdoors, 40K ride indoors on rouvy, and a 10K run outdoors. For the 70.3 half distance, the race will be 5K run outdoors, 90K ride indoors on rouvy, and a 21K run outdoors. As many people are still unable to access swimming facilities, each swim has been replaced with a shorter distance run. Only your 3 best results will be counted, and this must include the required 70.3 distance event, VR12. Now because this is virtual racing, there's always a few bad eggs that want to manipulate the data and essentially cheat. Some of the data that's been submitted would have had athletes essentially setting new world records. We had people recording distances while driving cars. There was a guy that rode to the top of a mountain and then pressed record so he could record the distance while descending back down the mountain. Set an incredibly fast time. Thankfully this won't be happening anymore. Because this is a championship series, Ironman has taken this very seriously. They've put a lot of rules and restrictions in place to ensure that racing is fair and the data is true. Here are some of the key rules they have put in place to make sure the racing is fair. You must have completed an Ironman branded event to be eligible for entry. If you're suspected to be cheating, you will be disqualified, and if it's blatantly obvious, they're even willing to ban you from real life events. Runs must be completed outdoors, and you must record your heart rate. Your run cannot have a net elevation loss, which means you can't have a run where you finish at a lower elevation than where you started, so you're not running downhill. Your bike ride must be completed on the digital platform rouvy, using one of the approved direct drive trainers listed. These are all high-end trainers which are known to have accurate power measurements. The bike must be completed on the course they have specified for that particular race. The race must be completed within the 54-hour window and in the correct order: run, bike, run. You have 12 hours to complete the race from the moment you start the first run. And that's the gist of it. They will be monitoring all race data and any anomalies will be investigated. They will even review your previous training logs if they suspect something dodgy is going on. If they're still unsure, they will contact you and ask for further information. And if you can't provide the data, well, you might just be disqualified. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get some confidence that this could be a fair race. So now on to, what are we racing for? The prize is the 70.3 World Championship qualification. Each year, the 70.3 World Championships travels to a new location. In 2020, the destination is going to be
Aotearoa, New Zealand.
New Zealand is my home, and having seen the race venue in person, it is spectacular. I was unable to compete because I was recovering from a broken foot, but how sweet would it be to qualify for the 70.3 Worlds and return home to race? Let's not get ahead of ourselves though. There's going to be some incredibly strong athletes vying for this qualification spot, so it's going to be pretty interesting. There's still one really big question that remains, and it's probably the most important one. Am I ready? Luckily, I've been preparing for Ironman 70.3 Elsinore, which is in Denmark. The race was actually scheduled for June 21st, but that has since been postponed to September 6th. It's been mostly base training, which isn't the ideal preparation for a race effort, but I figure most of the athletes are in the same boat. Ironman only announced the VR Championship Series less than a week ago, so no one's really had a chance to prepare properly. So the question is, am I ready? Well, all things considered, I think I'm in a pretty good spot, so yeah, ready to give it a go. That's all for today. The next video is going to be really interesting. We're going to have race footage from VR team, going to be able to review the data, have a look at the results, and see how it all went. I'll see you then.